everyone and welcome to xxMelle Potato Kitchen. This week we have a recipe that has been sponsored by Chickadee. Thank you Chickadee for sponsoring this recipe. We are doing Pelor's pokebowl today. Chickadee requested a recipe inspired by Pelor. Pelor is the god of sun and agriculture and stuff in Dungeons and Dragons. So we're making a summer pokebowl. So this is what it looked like. It was really tasty. It was packed with flavor. I did a marinated tofu and a mango salsa, pickled carrot. We have edamame, some herbs, cabbage, radishes, air-fried beets, and some lettuce. It was really good. The first thing I did is press my tofu in this tofu press for like 20-ish minutes. Then I cut it into cubes of the size I wanted, between an inch and a half an inch, depending on how big you want the pieces. Then I did a simple marinade, which contained a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, the juice of a lemon, 1 tablespoon of garlic chili sauce or sambal oelek if you wish, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, some minced garlic, and minced ginger. I also added some green onion at the end and added the tofu in and shake it. Shake. You shake until all of the tofu is incorporated with the sauce. And you let it sit at room temperature for as long as it needs. I let it sit at room temperature until I was ready to cook it, which is at the end of this. So approximately an hour-ish. Then the next thing you want to do, you want to start with the thing that takes time, obviously. So I did the pickled carrot and onion. I started by smashing some garlic and pepper clove and put it into the jar. I thought I would be able to do 2 jars. I only did 1, so that's why you see me prep 2 jars. And then I prep the carrot. I just removed all of the skin and the hair and everything that didn't look good, and I grated them until I had nothing left to grate or that it was too dangerous for my fingers. So I didn't want to chop my fingers, okay? The leftover was eaten as a snack because carrots are good to eat raw, so yeah. Then I made a mess as usual, trying to add those carrots into the bowl, the cup, the jar, the whatever you want to call it, and noticed I still have some room left and did a red onion. So for those who were interested in the pickled onion recipe, it is the exact same thing, it's just that I added some carrot in this as well. So some garlic cloves, pepper. If you want to add anything else in the jar for flavor, you can. Some herbs maybe. I don't know, I'm not a pro at pickling. So I just added garlic, black pepper, and thinly sliced onion and carrots. Then you want to mix an equal ratio of vinegar and water. I did 1 cup and 1 cup for this 1 liter jar, and it was barely not enough. So I would do 1 cup and 1/4 cup of vinegar and water. And you want to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. In my case, I used maple syrup. And you want to also add a teaspoon of salt, and you want to cook the vinegar water mixture until the salt and sugar is fully dissolved. You do not want to bring it to a boil. I unfortunately bring it to a boil because I was busy doing something else and I forgot and everything, so I let it cool down before I add it into my pot. But you still want it to be hot but not boiling because you're going to crack the jar. So you add it into the jar and make sure that it's fully covered with the mixture. And I gave it a shake just to make sure that the water vinegar mixture was everywhere, and I let it sit until I was ready to serve the meal. While it was cooking, I did the mango salsa at the same time. So for the mango salsa, which is, by the way, delicious, you want some fresh herbs. I used parsley, but the recipe recommended cilantro, a red onion, a lemon, avocado. I used 3 mango. We see 2, but I've used 3. A jalapeno and a sweet red pepper bell. You want to dice all of the vegetable and add that into a big bowl and combine, and that's pretty much it. So here you'll see I try and dice as much as possible all of the veggies to be all of the same size because otherwise it's gonna be odd. For the mango, I struggled a bit. I don't think I've ever cut mango ever. I don't know why, but it never happened. I don't think I've ever cooked with fresh mango before. But basically there's a huge pit in the middle and it was really hard to remove everything around it. So I ended up just eating everything that was around the pit. And that's why I've used 3 mango, because I lost some mango. And the skin, you do not eat the skin, you remove it, you peel it. Mine was really easy to peel because they were really ripe. And I recommend using really ripe mangoes and not like unripe mangoes because you want them to be juicy. Then you do an avocado and you dice it. What I do is I dice it right into the skin, and then I just use a spoon and I put it in. The juice of a lemon. I struggled because my lemon thing was in the dishwasher, but I've cut that part, so you don't know. And this is what it looked like. It's so fancy. You want to shake it off, add some salt and pepper, and it is ready. For the rice, you use whatever rice you want, but it's gonna be a white rice. So pick a rice that you like blend, and remember to wash your rice. Once I washed my rice, I cooked it according to the instruction on the package, and I started cutting all the veggies. I tinely sliced some radishes. As you can see, I did thin slices here. I'm gonna go quick with the veggies because it's cutting veggies. We don't need to do much. For the beets, I removed the leaves, and I don't remove the skin. Some people remove the skin of the beets, but I don't. And I diced it. And this is my first attempt at doing this because I tried to cook the beet. Well, not quite tried. I cooked the beet into the air fryer because I didn't want to use the oven because it was really, really hot that day, and I figured the oven would reheat my house a little bit too much compared to the air fryer. So I've put all of this in the air fryer, and while I was doing this, the rice was ready. Look how fluffy it was. Perfect. And I went back to the beets. Drizzled some oil on it, and that's it. I cooked it for like 20-ish minutes until it was tender to eat. How I knew, I just ate one and it was good, so I was like, okay, this is ready. Then you want to tinely slice some cabbage. You remove the excess leaves and the core, and you tinely slice it. I fluffed it so that it's not a slice of cabbage, and it was ready. I've used dill as herb because I didn't have anything else left, and I had that in my fridge, and I wanted to use it. So Luigi was happy about it. It was his food, so yeah. Whatever fresh herb you have will do just fine, as long as you like it. Then I did a mix of edamame and corn, drizzled some oil, some salt, pepper, and some paprika, and I cooked it until it was slightly grilled. So you can see that it's slightly cooked, and I was happy with it. Put it into a jar, and it was ready to serve. Then I cooked the tofu until all of the liquid was incorporated in or evaporated, and I transferred it into the air fryer to finish it to have a crispy tofu. I did a fancy mayo. The fancy mayo was a tablespoon of sriracha for a quarter cup to half a cup of Kewpie mayo, and a tablespoon of garlic sauce. Mine come from this restaurant called Amir that we have here, and I found it in the store. It is delicious. It is really garlicky, and I mixed all that together, and it was really, really tasty. Then I chopped some lettuce in my garden, washed it, and it was ready to use. Then it's assembly time. You want to start with a bowl that you fill the bottom with rice, and then you want to put all of the veggies. And for pokebowl, the way that they are assembled is you can see like all of the ingredients right next to each other. So I tried to do this. So I started with the red cabbage, then the radishes, the beets, the dill, the edamame and corn mix. And I added more of a little bit of everything just to fill the bowl and make it pretty. Some lettuce, some pickled onion and carrot. Then I added the mango salsa in a generous portion, a little bit of tofu. And Luigi wanted some tuna, so I added half a can of tuna in here. And I drizzled some mayo on top of the lettuce because I didn't want to put it everywhere. Some sesame seed, and here's the result. It was so good. Even came to visit us that day, and we were full. We had some leftover from all of this, and she was like, "This is so good, I want more." And I was like, "I'm sorry, there's nothing left." So this is the recipe for today. I hope, Chickadee, that you're happy with this recipe. It is a lot of things that you need to do, but it is worth it. This recipe was so good. It's a lot of effort, but if you do it like me and you do like big amount, you're gonna have enough for a week. So it's perfect if you want to do that for maybe some friends. And I'm gonna say the $25 bowl at like sushi shop is not, it's not how much it's gonna cost you. It may cost you like 30 bucks to do like 5 to 6 portion, but not only one. So cheaper, tastier, and you have what you want in it. So it is really good. It is customizable and perfect for summer. Happy summer for everyone. It is really sunny out and my vacation starts as of Friday. So when you're gonna see this on Sunday, I will be on vacation already. So if I do not get to make a video on time for next Sunday, I am sorry, but I'm gonna do my best. Follow me on Twitter and you can join my Discord and you will be able to be up to date for when I go live. And yeah, until then, I'll see you guys on the internet, in Discord, and Twitter, and Instagram, and everywhere. And love you guys. See you next time. Bye bye!